Yeah, my name is Jack Askew. This is a new headshot that I had taken very recently, which I just love because having that professional image, I think makes such a difference. I'm actually going to go and get new headshots over the next few weeks for my two different brands. Now, if you don't know who I help English learners reach a high level of English, and I also help English teachers move online. And I've been teaching English online now for 7 years. And I know the title is 6 Lessons Learned After 6 years, but it's actually 7 Lessons Learned After 7 years. Because I realize I've been doing this for 7, not 6 years. So just a quick story. I used to teach one-to-one lessons online, and that's how I got started in the online space. I also spent a couple of years in Spain teaching in language schools. But while I was in Spain, that's when I started to build an online presence and to give those lessons online independently. Then I kind of moved into different things. I started to sell books and products. I started to do group lessons, and now I focus on video training courses. I used to have a course here on IQ, but now the 2 courses I have are hosted on my own platforms. So I have them on my own website, and I've built up these membership sites through WordPress and different plugins. And just to let you know, just to share where I am right now, I currently make 5 figures a month in sales for these courses. So things are going very well, and this is increasing all the time. But it all started from one-to-one lessons online, working for a different platform and moving from there. So let's go to slide 2. The title, 7 Lessons Learned After 7 Years Teaching Online. And what I'm going to do is talk about this related to independent teaching, about starting your own thing and investing in your own brand. So not working for someone else, but building your own online teaching business. So let's just get started with number 1. Number 1 is to enjoy it and make it your own. So when I was in Spain working for language schools, I was very restricted with what I could do and the way I wanted to teach. I had all these ideas that I wanted to introduce because at that time I was learning about language acquisition, and I wanted to introduce these into the class, but I was very restricted because we had a set way to teach. Everything was set up for exam preparation. So when you move online, you can make it your own. You can choose a niche. You can teach how you want to teach, and you can teach the learners you want to teach too. Now, when you also do it as yourself, on your own, you can grow as a teacher because, again, there are no restrictions, so you can take whatever path you want to take. This was so liberating for me when I first got started, and making this presentation made me realize just how liberating it still is. Because at the moment, I'm working on ideas that I would never have dreamed of a few years ago. And it's so important to enjoy it. It's so much fun. If you make it your own and invest in yourself as a teacher, the journey is just so enjoyable. For example, this morning, I woke up at 4 a.m. and first thing I did was I just started working because that's what I wanted to do. Lesson number 2, find your audience and serve. So if you're going to do this independently, then you need to find people who you want to teach. This, 2 ways to think about it. Find people who want to take lessons from you and are willing and able to pay you. But then also find learners who you are going to enjoy teaching. Because if you don't enjoy teaching certain learners, you're not going to be the best teacher you can be. The second thing here is to serve, to give. I do a daily Periscope lesson for 30 minutes, and this is free for anyone in the world to take these lessons with me. But from that, I'm building an audience. I'm building a tribe. People are buying my products because I'm showing them what kind of teacher I am, and I'm giving them things for free too. So find your audience and serve. Lesson number 3 is to start, make improvements, and repeat. Okay, so it can be a little bit daunting at first to think about building a website or to teach online, but just get started. Take baby steps. put something out there. A lot of people want to make it perfect straight away, but that's not going to happen. So get started, put it out there, make improvements, and then repeat. Start something new, start a new project, redo a project. You need to get stuff out there to learn and get feedback from people, and you'll know what people are going to like. I've done this with videos. I've created different types of videos, and I get feedback from my learners, and I know which ones I'm going to invest more time in. One more thing, don't let the fear put you off. Take baby steps. Put a photo up there before you put a video up there. Send some people messages on Facebook before you start an email list. Take baby steps if you have that fear of putting yourself out there. Lesson number 4 is to grow a following. So if you're going to teach online and become independent, you need to have people who follow you. This is especially true if you want to earn in a passive way by selling courses and products. Now, building an audience on Facebook, Twitter, social media in general is fine. You want to do that, but an email list is the #1 thing you should do. An email list is something that you own, and also it's an easier way to reach people and to sell what you offer. I've been building an email list for 2 years now, and when I look at sales for my courses, the vast majority come from my email list, not from Facebook or other social media, where I invest a lot of time in, but they come from the email list. It's much more effective to do that. Lesson number 5 is to learn how to communicate, because words matter. The way we communicate with our learners is going to really make a difference when it comes to people clicking a link, following us on Periscope, buying our courses, all those different types of things. So we need to learn how to communicate with our learners. And we need to learn how to sell our lessons and courses, because we're teachers. If we want to focus on the teaching, but in order to make that work, we need to sell our stuff. We need to be able to convince people to buy our products. And the more you believe in your products, the more you'll be able to do this. So think about how you can communicate on your website to persuade people to do something, to persuade your learners to take a trial lesson, to sign up to your email list, to buy your courses. Also think about how we can communicate with learners through Periscope or through email. What kind of words are going to make a difference to them to do what we want them to do? And also think about how we can communicate through video. Video is so powerful. It's an amazing way to connect with your learners. Lesson number 6 is to connect. Now, you're all here connecting, making contacts. I know a lot of people who are on the chat box right now. And connecting with people makes a huge difference. When I first got started, I was a lone wolf. I didn't want to connect with anyone. I was in my own little online world, giving my lessons, and not really wanting to connect with teachers. Then I created a blog talking about my teaching online. And then I started to reach out to people and just say, hey, I'm doing this. Do you want to chat on Skype? We can talk about it. When you connect with others, it's so powerful because other people are going to share your stuff more, but also you have this ability to speak with people who are doing something very similar to you. You learn from other people. You can share common struggles. And I'm in a mastermind group as well, which helps. Lesson number 7. This is a nice world of the future. It's only going to improve in the future. It's only going to get bigger, but people are earning online now. So get online. Now, the last slide is to learn more, teachingeslonline.com. This is my blog for English teachers. And my course, step-by-step course, that's going to show you how to build an independent business is teoc.co, the Teach English Online course. And if you sign up during this presentation or today, then there's a special bonus for you, a surprise bonus. So, Rob, that's everything.